Welcome. My name is Sheep Thief. Today we're coming at you with some WARNO 1v1 online multiplayer gameplay replay analysis. Welcome to this online WARNO 1v1 YouTube video. Here we are on the hill overlooking whatever this map is. Hess Duel, I want to say, or Black Forest maybe. Not really sure, still learning the maps. Anyway, it's me with 11th Cav versus Oswald Mosley with 79th Gavardia tank or whatever. It's an interesting game. It's the first time watching the replay, so we'll do a bit of a live react. As you can see, I am coming forward with my two M1A1A cabs, a bunch of BGS, a Recon Helo, two Stingers, some Hyma shoots in to push up into the center there, one CV. My opponent has some Spetsnaz GRU coming up, it looks like, for Charlie. Some Rozvedka kind of forward, Tunguska, decent amount of anti-air, Seperi RPO in a fighting vehicle, CV, some Iglas, and a forward operating base. Interesting. Don't see these very often. Kind of cool though. Anyway, here we go. So, I come forward with the Recon Helo. Our forward deploy is reasonably better than his, but he does have the Spetsnaz GRU, which can intercept my units, and they do have, we can't see it yet, but they do have anti-tank capabilities, good units. I think theoretically LRS wins in an infantry fight between them, but LRS don't have a anti-tank gun, so the LRS have two machine guns that will win the fight versus Spetsnaz GRU. In general, I think for the opening, the Spetsnaz GRU are a little better. If you can get them in the right spot, then you can get some early kills. The LRS is better for, like, what I'm kind of testing out with the LRS is whether or not you can, you'll see it here in a second. I wish that their sniper rifle was a little long. I don't quite understand their sniper rifle, like I really want them to use it sometimes, like sometimes I see like a Milan. Definitely kill. Anyway, my opponent gets over here, decent amount of troops invested into Charlie. I decide to completely ignore it. He gets Delta, stuff's moving forward. Spetsnaz GRU in position, and Rozvedka kind of get the foothold into this position as my Hyma shoots and are still moving forward. Laser guided bomb comes out and just misses the CV. Just barely. I'm not even quite sure what we killed there. Nothing that good. And so far it's looking kind of good for him. Like he's got his foothold here. There's a slight tick, +2 tick. Not to be disregarded. A +2 tick can really put the pressure on. It's allowed to take too long, especially on this map where the point is so big and the points are so far away. My M1A1A cav is pushing forward to deal with some of this these light vehicles that I can see, and then right here I send my command vehicle in and he just like fails it, and I was so mad. That was really annoying. Anyway, M1A1A cav moves back. I like his sidearm was showing, so I reversed him back into that forest to then push him up head on. Take out this, whatever that thing is. What is this? I'm trying to learn all these light vehicles. It's not easy for me. Sort of like a Jeep. Micro that command point and send this M1A1A cap forward a little too much. Maybe takes a hit from the Rozvedka. They have this anti-tank rocket launcher. It's taking it to the face, kind of out of range. BMP2 comes up. I think maybe that was an overreaction, but in retrospect it wasn't. The cluster comes off, gets a good shot, and I was looking at it exactly like that, and I thought it was this one that was being targeted, but he targeted that one, so didn't even get to micro the one that I wanted to micro there. So we lose an M1A1A cap, which is always annoying, but we do kill the plane. It crashes down over there. So I I really don't like losing my M1A1A cavs. They're like my favorite unit in this. So a bit of maybe an overinvestment over here. I think the orthodoxy with this map is to, if you get over here, route some of the units over here to attack. Well, I am not someone who should be giving advice because I was making so much noise. Looks like our BGS ladies are doing a good job of shutting down this. They actually kill that Jeep. Very nice with their submachine guns. Laser guided bomb comes forward. See, I do get the shot off, and it hits a T-80 BB. Does get away, doesn't kill the T-80 BB, but does a lot of damage to it. So, somehow Rizvedka died somewhere. Sending M1A1 Abrams forward. This M1A1A cav is a little wounded. Hima shoots and take a bunch of artillery fire. Okay, I see what I see why he got that. Alright. Interesting. Hima shoots him, taking a bunch of fire. Maybe I should have just microed him back. It's really nice using these Hima shoots because you can they retreat on their own because they're disheartened or demoralized or whatever that is. M1A1A cav fires at a BMP and gets it. I'm trying so hard to get this over to T-80 BB. He pops smoke. It's so low. I want to kill it so badly. But I'm being a little hesitant with this. AT helicopter comes forward. Hima shoots him. Continuing to just basically be punished for nothing and finally moving back. Start to get supply up here. No, I try to go one last time. I really want that kill on that T-80 BB. Like, look at that. Who wouldn't want that? AT heli kills that. Oh, I didn't know that. That's so cool. Need to move my stinger up to check what's going on here. This thing is too stressed out or something and just completely whiffs a shot. And here I shoot. See it miss. Pop smoke. Back off to the supply. Kind of lucky I didn't die there, actually. Hima shoots and pay the price for this M1A1A cav's incompetence. But honestly, this isn't looking terrible for me because my opponent has a bunch of points essentially not in use over here, and now it's turning into a battle in this area, which I can engage with. This is all getting neglected. I do see these Tunguskas, these radar AAs. So here's where I use the LRS. I'm like, please kill that Conquer. So where's the sniper rifle range? I don't understand. Why don't they use that on that? Surely you can hit. How far is that? Like a little more than 1,000 meters. Isn't that like sniper rifle range? I would think that. Yeah, and it dies. I really wanted them to just shoot it with the sniper rifle, but they didn't. And then the T-80 BV got it. 1A1A cav is getting healed up. There's a bit of a lull here. SEAD comes out because I saw the Tunguska, and he... I right-clicked the wrong one. That's what went wrong there. So he left one on. I guess he like correctly figured out which one I was going for. I left that one on. Made it go away. But yeah, I'm really trying to get air superiority here so I can like use my A-10s and try to force my way back in here. I get a tank build up over here, trying to wrap around this way because sometimes people can build up in there, and if you take this, you can use this as a way to attack into here. Milan takes a hit from the Conquerors. I pop smoke to back off. This Milan is also in range of that Conquerors. I need to get these Panzer Grenadiers moved up, and they could have done what the LRS failed to do to that Conquerors, but I am so bad at remembering with my Martyrs to not do exactly that, just push them forward randomly there. It's like such a waste. I don't know what my problem is. This M1A1 Abrams is now here trying to put some fire down. This Conqueror's basically out of range. I don't think that gets that. That's not GRU or destroyed. I think I might have. Not sure where that. Looks like some stuff's getting moved around here, but I guess he's really worried about me pushing this. In retrospect for him, that was a mistake, but it's hard to tell. I've been there. M1A1 Abrams gets a kill over there, and so I've kind of revealed my hand in this area. Cluster bomber coming in. I don't know what. Oh yeah, it comes for this. I was like being super slow, and I like didn't zoom out fast enough. It does get the cluster off. Goes down, but at the like I only just started microing that. Like I deserve to lose that. That was pretty bad. Now I'm without a tank here, so I'm a little worried about him just pushing up straight through the middle. Starting to get a bit of a surround with these Panzer Grenadiers. I wish the Martyrs were still alive, because then they could follow it up. Big build-up of BMPs here. Maybe should be spread out more for my opponent. Panzer Martyrs run into this, so he does exactly what I just said. Gets those out there. AT heli is up on my high shoots, and sort of noticing there's a distinct lack of stingers in this location, so I move that one forward. Already my high shoots, which is my key into this area. You need infantry to push through here. Can't send these tanks around until I get infantry there. 1A1 ACAV, I backed that off pretty quickly for some reason. I'm not sure what I was thinking. T80BV, I think that's the same one that I heard earlier, has shown up to, it's triple vetted now. It's shown up to hold the line. Oh, that's not in a great position right now. Grad fire continues to rain down, and it gets exactly what I don't want to get, which is a stinger here. Very annoying. But I think my stinger does. These poor bastards survive just barely. This city is bombarded. Stinger survives with like 1 health. Copeland, you're a hero. 1A1 ACAP comes over here, starts firing along here, trying to get shots off kind of like this. T80BV comes forward along with a helicopter, and Stinger makes the helicopter go away, but I sort of thought I was safe here to just like retreat kind of last minute. So I should have started retreating now, but I was like, oh, I have time. Way too late, and the side armor shows. Just bad. And at this point I thought I was almost considering, like, I was demoralized at this point. That loss really demoralized me. But in retrospect it wasn't too bad. More M1A1 Abrams coming in this direction. This one opens up on a Motor Rozvedka. So it's trying to cross the street. Pulls it back. Ooh, yeah, it's taking damage. T80BV gets a shot off on these wounded Heimer shoots, and more M1A1 Abrams start opening up. And now there's a pretty good push coming in here. Laser guided bomb comes for the Cub. We do get the Cub at the cost of our laser guided bomb. Not a good trade point wise, but strategically it can make sense. At this point I'm really trying to get my SEAD to work. Because I'm noticing him leave his radar on, so I'm like, I have to get this. There's another, the SEAD comes in, and I pull it off. I got nervous and pulled it off. M1A1 Abrams push in, start putting sort of flanking fire over here. MiG-29 comes for the SEAD and walks right over all of my AA. That's good for me. That just goes down. Over here there is a build-up. This is an intelligent build-up for my opponent, although I think in retrospect he should have pulled up even more. Grad fire comes down on this M1A1 Abrams, does some damage. Stinger is out of position. I just gave a general advance here. Stinger's way out of position. We do get some kills though. We get the command vehicle. We get some shots off. The Warthog comes in, does some damage, and I think my SEAD got something. Yeah, Tunguska went down. Here the SEAD goes again, and misses. A-10 Warthog backs off, and a lot of my Abrams, I think 3 out of 4 survived this attack, which we did a fair amount of. We got the T-80BB, we killed some infantry, and over here there's a general advance of infantry, maybe a bit too much of an advance. SEAD just does nothing. Pull these Abrams back to get healed. Gets stunned. This is a good way to defend against this. I'm not even sure how I would deal with that. I don't know if I saw it. That's what I'm confused about. IHawk is starting to take fire over here, but it's out of ammo anyway. Not that that's some like excuse, but I guess I'm glad that it's out of ammo if it's gonna die, because that means at least it shot its ammo. Maybe? Is that... Maybe I should just not let that happen. Alright, my opponent gets his Motorstrelke up here. Panzer Grenadiers are moving forward. Nice kill on Conquerors there. Panzer Grenadier. Scouts going down. Warthog comes in kind of uselessly. I have a command M1A1 Abrams coming up to this point to try to lock it down. This is pretty much my hope for winning the game. Panzer Grenadiers are now out of position, taking attacks from the BMP-2, but they did a good job by killing that, and they're definitely getting us vision and stuff. Iglas come up. I think my opponent is starting to feel the pressure with air, maybe a little bit. SEAD did alright. He turns... No, the Cub's still on. These M1A1 Abrams are getting healed. This one's pretty much healed. Mech Rifles Dragon come forward. Trying to push to this position. This one maybe to here. Start taking fire from the BMP. Completely misses that shot. That was really bad. And it completely misses that one too. Interesting. I'm not sure why this thing's... It has like a little bit of cohesion damage, but there, it finally gets a hit there. Then we fire our ATGM. But then I'm like, no, I don't know why I canceled that. It's definitely a mistake. I send these M11s up to try to help this Mech Rifles Dragon get to the location. And we heal up our Abrams to go in again. Mech Rifles Dragon kind of being sacrificed. So be it. This get a stun on that BMP, and continuing to take a lot of cohesion damage. Bring the Heimatschützen forward to try to help Polomachiki and the Mech Rifles Dragon route. This is M11-13 or M1-13-8, whatever these things are. These little things. Start putting fire on the Polomachiki. This Heimatschützen is now out of position and gets back to the building. SEAD gets a shot on a Cub. Very good. Starting to get the SEADs are finally starting to work a little bit for me. M1A1 Abrams come forward, and now that they're healed and going in for another attack, and the SEAD comes in and gets the last Tunguska. So now the AA is entirely up to Iglas, which in my experience are pretty bad. And now I think my opponent's feeling the pressure. Got an A10 Warthog that without the Tunguskas I thought could come and do some stuff, but there's a big swarm of Iglas there. This M1A1 Abrams takes a hit from this BMP2. Is that? Yeah, the Conqueror's still there, but I guess it's just out of range. We do get this point, and I want to pause it before it ends to talk about it. Take a hit there. BMP goes down, a bunch of BMPs go down. And we fire and kill the T-80 BB, and I think that is what made my opponent want to be done. So I don't know, I thought he surrendered. For me it felt like I wasn't doing that well and that he surrendered too early, but looking at this replay I think it's starting to make a little more sense. Like, he just had a bunch of Iglas, Conquerors, some like wounded infantry, and now I had the tick. So I guess he got demoralized at that point. I guess I basically won the tank battle and the AA battle. Like, a lot of his AA was gone, so maybe he felt like I was just gonna spam air at him, which I fully did intend to do. So I don't really know. I guess looking at this, I was winning, but it really didn't feel that way when I did it, when I was playing. I thought I was doing badly. So definitely an interesting replay to watch. I again would just, I think the main error that my opponent made was in the beginning, leaving so much invested over here. Like, if he just brought it down, this whole thing would have been all of this would have been sort of a problem. Like, this is a vehicle. This vehicle could literally be here and disrupt all of these tanks, at least for a little bit. Or you could bring it over here and do that. So I think that was an error he made. And then as for errors I made, I think maybe being a little reckless with my M1A1 ACAVs. And some bad micro and some wasted stuff like that LRS, bad martyr play. So it's not like I was playing perfectly or anything. But anyway, thank you for watching, and we'll let it finish out. I guess it's just, he was like, no, I'm done. And yeah, I mean, the reason I didn't think I was doing that well is that none of my units felt like they were doing that well, although this Stinger did great. This one, like, none of this is that crazy. The SEAD, this is the first time I've had a SEAD do really well. This SEAD actually did its job. That's interesting. It's the very first time I've ever had that happen. Yeah, I guess 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 T-80 BVs is also fairly significant, and then a lot of BMPs. So yeah, maybe it makes a little more sense, but and then as for his units, M1A1 Abrams, my M1A1 ACAV, I need to not get demoralized when my M1A1 ACAVs die. Like, I'm getting them right in the beginning of the game. They're probably going to die. I'm really getting like too triggered when that happens. I need to calm down. Yeah, I lost a fair amount of tanks too. I guess that's where I feel like I lost a lot of infantry, a few tanks, and a lot of martyrs. So, anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.